people just tend to forget. It could be anything from lack of interest to the band itself breaking up, so there's no reason to remember that individual or any of the individuals. For me, everything is about keeping the spirit of it, as much of the sound as possible, and to keep it going as long as there's one single fan out there that's interested in what Quiet Riot is doing. Then it's worth doing it, for me. So,
it's quite a set list.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, I'll definitely pay money to listen and watch. Absolutely.
I'll get you in.
Absolutely. Get me in.
I'll get you in.
Thank you.
But thank you.
No, really. I mean, if because I'm in a similar situation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with the Guess Who,
right?
And the band has a legacy. 50 years and all those great records, and we have a new record coming out September 14th, and all of that. But it's celebrating the memory, not only of the people involved with the band, but the memory that music brings
mm-hmm.
to the audience,
mm-hmm.
to the fan base. Because, when they listen to those songs,
yeah.
they're just transported.
Yeah.
To probably one of the happiest moments in their lives.
And that's the mission that both you and I have. For me, not having Kevin in the band is very it's very difficult, because he was such a huge personality.
Yeah, of course.
And while I'm definitely enjoying the fact that the band continues, since he passed away, and since I started up the band again, there's been a different singer every 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not and everything is great right now. I mean, everything is wonderful.
Yeah.
The band is firing on all four cylinders, but because there have been so many changes, I never rest easy on it and think that it's going to be smooth sailing. I want it to be smooth sailing. I want it to be stable, but I'm also prepared for anything, because anything has happened to
mm-hmm.
Quiet Riot many times
mm-hmm.
throughout our history.
Do a lot of James' fan base from American Idol, do they show up to the shows and stuff?
To some degree, I think his fan base, and James is an incredibly talented guy.
Oh, he is, yeah, absolutely.
But I think his fan base associates with James as a solo artist.
Interesting.
More so than
mm-hmm.
James as part of Quiet Riot. So, do his fans show up? To some degree. Does it tip the scale? No. I mean, they're definitely more interested in what James Durbin does as a solo artist
mm-hmm.
than what he does within this thing called Quiet Riot,
mm-hmm.
because they were so used to having him as their own,
yes.
rather than a band that he's in as their own.
Yeah. I think that the last record you guys put out was fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
Really, really good. I mean, I think it's the best record post Kevin's passing.
Yeah, it's a solid record. The writing the material was more about writing material that we wanted to play, not trying to write material that's current or trying to please anybody.
Mm-hmm.
At least not from my perspective. So,
what's in the immediate future for Quiet Riot?
We played a festival, the Frontiers Music Festival in Milan in April, and we've got a live DVD, Blu-ray, CD coming out the beginning of the year. So that's next. Yeah,
that's great.
And I'm really proud of it in that I opted not to produce it. And I also said that I wanted it to be an honest representation of the band, so there are no fixes.
Great.
Not one single note was fixed or re-recorded, nothing. It is exactly as it was that particular evening. I had the producer, send me files, and I listened to it, and I made suggestions as far as tones and EQs and things like that. But nothing was re-recorded. As a matter of fact, the band heard it for the first time after the tracks were produced, and they saw the first cut of the video. I went out. I love Amazon. I went out on Amazon and bought this splitter that splits into like 5 sets of headphones, and so I had the footage on my laptop, and I called all the guys to my room and I said, "Bring your headphones," and I put the laptop there, plugged them all in. That's the first time they saw and heard it, and They were all very pleased. So I'm happy about that.
Well, I can't wait to watch the DVD. When does it come out?
It comes out at the beginning of the year. I don't have
of 2019.
Yeah, 2019. I don't have a fixed date yet.
Is there a title?
This is a no-brainer. Live in Milan. Quiet Riot Live in Milan. I mean, that's what it was. You know what I mean?
Fantastic.
I mean, I wanted to call it Vidi, Bang Your Head, but there's just so many people that are fluent in Latin that I think it might have missed.
Yeah, how was your guest list playing in Italy? All the relatives coming out?
Oh, no, they all stayed away. They all stayed away. Yeah.
This has been such a wonderful, like you and I, we get together frequently, have coffee and stuff like that. But, today we were able to, because we usually talk about the present. Yeah. But being able to...
And then we laugh about things in the past, but then we go back to real time.
Yeah, but going down memory lane from 45 years. Yeah. That's amazing.
That's unheard of.
Yeah, yeah. And still, I have to say that, playing with you has been one of the highlights of my 45 years.
Playing with you has been the same for me, and it's funny.
I mean, in so many levels, not just on what we achieved, but also shaping me as the musician that I am today. You've been incredibly influential.
Same with me. You were sincerely the first bass player that I ever played with that I had a connection with. That I had connection with musically, as people, spiritually, and those things, you don't create those things. Those things existed in us before we met. Yeah. And that's a gift. And we could go for long periods of time without playing together. Yeah. And then we play together, and it's like no time has lapsed. It's amazing. Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah. And you were also the best man at my wedding. Yep. And I'm still together with my wife, so that's we're still married. So.
Yeah, it's a testament to that loud red suit I wore.
That she has not forgiven you for that.
I never got the white memo. I never got the white memo.
Oh my God! I think we should definitely post that suit.
Oh yeah.
Do you still have it?
No, I burnt it. Yeah, I burnt it, and it was a full ceremony. I put it on a stake.
Thank you so much, Frankie.
Thank you for
God
having
bless
me.
you. Thank you. I love you too. Give me a hug. Yeah.